Welcome.
Welcome to the Everything Podcast. This episode, I'm going to be recapping Neighbours, episode 9221, which was released on the 8th of April 2025. I am recording this episode only 2 days later, on the 10th of April 2025, in a bid to try and cut the gap between broadcast and recording dates. But before that, I'm going to talk about some news, some Neighbours news actually. It's not just random news. And that is that at the end of February, was it? Because I didn't kind of cover it and I didn't know when I was going to cover it, so I thought I'd just mention it now. That Neighbours has been announced that they've said rested from December 2025. Now, what that means is that they're going to be filming until July 2025, which is 3 months away. Now, because of how far in advance they are, because when they started filming and it came back, it took so long from when they were filming to when it was being released that gap hasn't been shortened in any sense. So we're going to be getting episodes all the way through 2025 until December. Now, we don't know if that's the beginning of December, the end of December, somewhere in the middle. It could be anywhere, but we know it's finishing in December again. Finishing again in December. Now, hopefully, it's not the end. I really hope so. But I'll keep doing all these episodes, and I think that obviously Neighbours it's on 4 times a week, so obviously in comparison to everything else that I cover, where it's like 1 or 2, apart from Celebrity Big Brother, that's 6. But go and check out my recap of season 2 episode 1, which was out yesterday. It's a bit sad when I read it, because I remember reading it because it was announced at midnight UK time, so I didn't see it till the following morning. I was like, what? And I think I had to just double check that it was all okay. But yeah, so that's it. But it's, just remember that we've got, I think I worked out, it's like nearly 500 new episodes when Amazon brought it back. Now Amazon have decided they didn't want to do it anymore, which is their choice. But yeah, I just thought I should mention it, because if you, in the comments, you go, why haven't you spoken about it being rested is the word they used. Then we'll just see what happens. So when it gets to December and whenever that last episode comes out, and I recap it and record it, and I'll probably say this is the final whatever. Probably what will happen, and hopefully happens, is it gets picked up by somebody else. It might even get picked up before it ends, and so it's not a huge gap again. But we'll just have to wait and see, won't we? But back to the episode I'm actually recapping. And that is Neighbours episode 9221. Here's my recap. We start off with a previously recap and the title sequence. Sadie, Andrew, Holly and Byron attempt to replace Wendy's jewellery collection. Byron leaves as he is helping Leo's barrister. Holly contemplates her outfit choice with her meet-up with Max. Cara fills in Aaron on the reaction to her job as compliance officer. Wendy finds Remy post being attacked. Wendy drives Remy to the hospital. Holly and Max run into each other. Max and Holly agree to stick to their meet-up time and place. Max fills in Tay on this interaction with Holly. Dex insults JJ. Georgia welcomes Byron. Leo thanks Byron. George reveals Leo's trial is 2 months away. Nell mentions Callum. Georgia reveals what their job is. Cara checks on Remy. Andrew warns Cara. Cara apologises to Remy. Leo convinces Chris to do the job Georgia wants her to do right now. JJ, Dex and Tay visit Remy. Therese checks in with Nell. Nell attempts to explain her current emotions. Therese attempts to reassure Nell. Krista and Aaron discuss the drinks van upgrade. Krista agrees to give both Tay and Holly a trial shift. Cara stands up to Elasta's employee. Byron promises to not overstretch himself. Krista convinces Leo to eat something. JJ fills in now on Remy being attacked. I keep forgetting where I'm up to. Holly and Tay start their trial shift. Max rings Shane for advice. Tay knows that Holly is the one informing Cara of some wrongdoing from Lassiter's employees. Max finds Holly and Tay together. Max judges Tay and Holly's drinks. Cara and Remy attempt to reassure JJ. Remy convinces Cara to focus on her new job instead of on finding new suspects for Seb's murder. Tay insults Holly. Holly throws a fruit at Tay. Holly convinces Tay to cover up. Max seems to be jealous of this. Byron fills in Leo and Krista on Remy's attack. Byron informs Leo and Krista of a cancellation. Leo asks Byron to be the public face of Urukobi onwards or going forward. Oh, that doesn't make sense, onwards. Holly and Max discuss Holly's interactions with Tay. Max gives Holly some flowers. Holly and Max kiss, and the episode finishes off with a preview of the next episode. Before I tell you what I'm covering in tomorrow's episode, I just want to check, because I'd actually written down what I was going to say about it being arrested, so I'm just checking that I've covered everything that I needed to. So just bear with me a second. Here we are. So this is what I've written. It has been announced that Neighbours will be resting from December 2025. New episodes will continue to be released 4 times a week, Monday to Thursday until the end of 2025, which is basically what I said. Like, it's going to be the normal, like, they're not reducing how many episodes are being released a week or anything, so it stretches out. They're keeping to the 4, and they've been doing since the show came back in September 2023. So it's kind of nice that it's not, and it's kind of nice that we've got it till the end of the year at least, and we'll see what happens. Because if you think about it, the show finished the first time round in July 2022, so that's 3 and a bit years. Yes, we had a year's gap with no episodes, but that's kind of nice with that. But on to tomorrow's episode now, where I will be recapping Bradley and Barney Walsh breaking Dad Tokyo to Gifu, and I really enjoyed this interview. We'll be able to tell it in tomorrow's episode as well. So, but back to the episode now. Let me know what you thought of Neighbours episode 2000. No, read the wrong numbers. Neighbours episode 9221. If you watched it, my recap. If you didn't, give me your thoughts on both of those in the comments below, as well as anything else you want to current sharing, such silly previews or recaps. Put those in the comments below as well. Remember, you can also like, comment, subscribe, and that's it for this episode of the Everything Podcast. See you in tomorrow's episode for my recap of Bradley and Barney Walsh breaking Dad Tokyo to Gifu. Goodbye.